Yo, what's up, it's Country K.
Yeah, it's Jay the people.
It was cracking. It's Michael Deangelo. What's good?
And you're now experiencing the podcast.
Yeah, fellas, how y'all doing today?
Good,
Chilling,
man.
bro. I'm chilling.
What's up with y'all?
Good, man. I just had a good week. I went back home for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Got around the family. It was a real good, uplifting week, you know. So I don't know, just got me feeling good. Continue going forward.
You was in LA for a week.
Yeah, moving around. Yeah, a couple different little spots. Like I was actually traveling a lot, to be really real. I was in motion down there. But yeah, I got to moving around. I was with my family for my pop's birthday and with some friends, of course, making some little plays down there, setting some different things up on the low, you know, for some future endeavors. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So yeah, just down there for a little bit. My family's more so towards the like a little ways away in the desert, but you know that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying?
Please leave that shit
But
there.
That sound a little.
Leave that shit there,
That
please.
sound a little sketch.
Yeah.
No, it ain't. Leave that shit there. Don't even touch it with a 10-foot pole. Promise you.
He done seen it.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's
Wow, we back
that
in the
shit.
day now, though.
That shit is like the waiting room for hell. I keep saying the same shit. It's
Oh,
the
my
waiting room for
God.
hell.
And
Like
you
it's
know
not
what?
hell. It's like you waiting. Like you already know you already going.
Hey.
So you just sweating.
Chilling.
I keep it a full
Sweat.
band with you too.
There ain't no chilling about it.
No, well, I mean,
You,
with the Hawaiian shirt on, yeah, sweat.
bro, if you got the Hawaiian shirt on, you a fool.
Cause you sweating in
Bro.
the waiting room.
Hey,
Fat
no,
niggas taking that off,
that
bro.
Hawaiian
I'm
shirt
telling
low
you.
key breathable if you're not fat. You know, no shirt on under if you can catch a breeze.
Okay,
That thing can have you
hey,
feeling
hey,
crazy.
look.
That thing
Hey,
might have
look,
you
man.
feeling crazy. But no, I keep it a band with you though. I sure got spoiled, and there's a little bit of time I've been back up here because I was completely unprepared for that heat when I went back. I was down there miserable on the low.
It was hot.
Congratulations.
Hot flaming. LA,
You played
LA
yourself.
feels good. LA was feeling decent. But like up where my folks is living, man, it was just flaming. I was just standing out in the parking lot, like, man,
Like, God damn.
it's boiling up.
Bro, I was
hot
in
outside.
I was in Arizona like 2 weeks ago, helping my sister move back here. It was like 84 at 9 in the morning, bro. Like that's like an afternoon here. You feel me? By the time we actually got to the campus and was moving boxes and shit, it was like 96 and shit. I had a tank top on and that wasn't like the shit was ridiculous, bro. Like I wasn't made for that type of heat. I need like 4-5 clouds in the sky. You feel me?
When they get the defensive lineman numbers, nigga, I'm out.
Man.
I don't want.
can't fuck with
Man,
it.
and then ain't
I'm
no
telling
trees
you.
down there like that.
I'm a house
It's-
nigga when I go
Ain't
back
no
home.
shade.
There's rocks on the ground to keep the dust on the ground. And she told me they be having like dust storms and shit. I was like, nigga, dust? Yeah, bro, dust. That shit, nah.
Fuck no, bro.
That's
I'm telling you, I'm a house nigga in Florida, bro. I am a house nigga.
Oh, because it's humid, right? You step outside.
Humid?
It's like you
man.
just took a shower.
At 10
Yeah.
o'clock. At 10 a.m.
10. Shit, that's 7:42. What you talking about? 7:42.
You
You
walk
going
to the
school?
bus. I was saying, you walk to
I'm
the
telling you, I used to like in the winter days, like the weird winter days, because it'll never get cold like that. You know what I'm saying? So the days where it's actually cold and it's like, damn, I gotta wear winter shit, bro. You be so confused because it's like in the morning it's cold as fuck. By lunchtime, it's like you carrying a jacket now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean? You put in your locker now, you ain't got shit for you. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't be want to
Backpack
carry your
big as
bag.
fuck.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no, that's out.
I be want to throw that shit in the locker.
I
Be like,
hate
all right, I'm
carrying.
free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't like to just, I used to like just roam
Actually,
around
man,
school.
I never felt comfortable on campus without a backpack. Like I needed it. Like if I was on school campus, it's like when I was in college too, it was the same
Yeah.
thing. You feel me?
Yeah, I can
feel
see
that.
that.
I can
You
feel
me?
that.
Like,
can
it's
see
like it's like when I hit work, like I need my badge to, the badge. And
Yeah,
shit.
it's like use your tools to do your job.
Exactly.
I got you. I
No,
got
I
you.
feel that. I got more into rock mobbing around with the backpack, especially like in college when you just having to mob distances.
With,
low key,
with
that backpack
show,
on you.
show
With
life
my-
attack.
yeah, with
I'm gonna keep it
math,
100 with you. I used to
man,
love them
shit.
fucking 5-subject composition books. I mean,
those
notebooks.
those
Bro, I always
Same
used to
composition.
end up writing in the
Same
book, so it just like I'm writing rhymes and shit. So I could.
I like the
let
5
them
ones because it's the pockets. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
you get the
can put
fucking
stupid things.
like
in
the
there.
whatever's from the teachers, cause so it's like I'm
the
taking my
syllabuses
notes or
and
whatever, the
shit,
syllabus
yeah.
and bullshit.
Yeah.
I just stuff it in the pocket.
Yeah, no,
That's why I
those-
hate the bag. It's like No, you
Oh, you had a
eventually
binder in there.
You
Yeah,
was
your
the
binders
you was
and
the
all
binder
kind of
carrying
shit.
nigga. You was the binder
Bruh, no,
carrying
I
put
said
little
the
drawings in the
five
little
subject
stuff.
notebooks, the little spiral notebooks.
You was just
They got the
carrying a
fat
notebook.
ones.
Yeah.
I know
I
the
know
big
which one you're
thick
talking
ones.
to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
with
what
the
I'm saying. I
five
like that
documents
shit.
in the ones.
And then the pockets, it's like 2 sides. You know what I'm saying? So 5 subjects. That's 10 slots. Nigga, fuck, I don't need the damn book bag no more.
You saw that the first day. You was like, it's lit, bro.
Hey, for real,
Yeah.
give me some fucking
You
pencils,
dropped the backpack
pens.
that day.
I just gotta take good notes. I write down everything, bro. Like that's why I do that shit now. Like
Yeah.
I write down everything, bro.
See?
Because I hate fucking not remembering shit.
No, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that's one of the worst things for me.
No, I needed my hands free. I hate carrying shit. I need my hands free. Like I'm just in any type of thing. I'm mad if I won't bring a jacket if I think it's gonna be decent enough for it not to be a jacket. Cause I'm be hot if I gotta carry that jacket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm be sick.
I
You know
feel
what I'm
that.
saying? Like that's why I got even cooler with mopping around with the backpack. Cause then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm throwing all kinds of things in there. You know what I'm saying? Keep my pockets light, keep my hands free.
Yeah.
Backpack going everywhere with me. You know?
See, I used to hate that because motherfuckers will get you quick, right? But
Oh yeah, if you set that thing down, but no, I'm not.
down or even like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
You doing
especially
shit.
if I got something
Somebody
that I care
hit you,
about.
Yeah, no,
get
that's
your
what-
zipper real quick. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers
Oh,
got
see,
good
I
on
used-
that.
Nah,
Zipper.
see, my nerves is bad. I'm thinking for that. I'm already
I'm
thinking
thinking
about
for that
that.
too.
looking.
I'm
I'm already
paranoid as
thinking
fuck
about
too,
that,
but I'm
like-
thinking like if I'm distracted,
I'm
you know what I'm
feeling
saying?
yeah, I feel
And
you.
you distracted and shit. You know what I mean?
That's why you don't get distracted.
I promise you, bro, but sometimes it don't happen
never-
like that.
I never get
Things happen in life.
slipping.
Y'all acting like shit don't happen.
Yeah, I ain't
it's all
fucking
good.
leaving around bathtubs.
It's all
edges,
good. It's
bro.
all good, bro.
Yeah.
It's all good. I
Yeah,
guess
I'm
it's a
about to
big nigga problem.
I'm
I'm
about to
sorry.
It is,
say,
I
yeah,
guess so.
maybe.
I
I'm sorry
guess
for you
it's-
miniature
Maybe,
niggas.
'cause
I'm
I'm
sorry.
like, look, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm an
yeah,
average size
yeah,
nigga,
yeah,
thank you
yeah,
very
yeah.
I was about to
Yeah,
say,
you
'cause
come
I'm
out here in
feeling
these
like-
waters.
I'm
You gonna try to
thinking-
play in these waters.
I'm feeling like I never
Cause you
felt like
standing
I was
up,
that
you say you
distracted.
6'10", like I gotta tread water, nigga. Damn, what you?
I never felt like I get that distracted.
Exactly.
I'm like, nah, that's out. Ain't no way I am.
I be damn near. That's like I got shit in my backpack. I'm not going.
And that was my thing. I never wanted to fucking have all that shit.
And that's
Because I was a diligent student coming up, bro. So, like, by the time I got to, like, halfway in high school, so by 11th grade, I was ready to ditch that book bag, bro. I was so ready to ditch it. Because in the first 2 years in high school, I was just like, bro, I'm free now. In middle school, I was just like, I was on my shit. Bro, I used to have so many books. My book bag used to be so big. All my bags are purchased now are just based off of the memories and shit like that. And I feel like I gotta, when I have to use a bag, I gotta make sure I take everything with me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to fucking goddamn go back to and forth.
Man.
So I just get a big ass book bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. It's like I don't like carrying a big ass book bag because I'm gonna buy a big ass book bag.
I feel like was they stealing out the bags when y'all put them down the hoop during lunch or something?
They got us
Probably.
then. They got us
Probably.
like nigga.
They had to be.
If you trying to get at a female, they'll try to get you.
They had to be.
Bro, if you talking to your
Florida
teacher, they'll get you.
niggas.
Nigga, I'm
Florida
telling you.
niggas.
Bro, niggas getting you
Florida
any
niggas,
time,
bro.
It's shit, bro.
Man.
You looking sweet over there, you gonna get your shit got now.
Boy.
I promise you. That's telling you. That's why I be saying that shit.
Look,
Shit
you
ain't
talk,
shit
it
sweet.
seemed like everybody getting got regardless. Whether you looking sweet or not.
most part.
Exactly.
Whether you
For
looking
the most
sweet or
part,
not.
Blink
nigga.
3 times.
you
they
gotta-
get it.
Everybody.
You gotta be the most on point on your game. So you gotta just figure out, hey, look, what I need to be on point about and what I need to not pay attention to.
Is not have a backpack.
Yeah.
Bro.
So you saw through the game. It's like I'm just not gonna wear it.
Just
Yeah,
don't bring
I
it
just
back
keep
there.
everything in my pockets. You know what I'm
Niggas
saying?
need to get you in the side pocket.
Well, you
No,
gotta- you about to say,
I
they
got
gotta-
long arms.
They
My
gotta
arms
get
down
you.
here.
They got
They
little-
gotta get you.
Bro, ain't no need
They
to
gotta-
keep my arms up
They
there.
gotta
Ain't no
come
fucking
see you with
T-Rex.
them
I'm down here.
things. They gotta
I'm
come
down
see you
here,
with
you
them
know what I'm
things and
saying?
get in the pockets, huh? Like,
But
no, we
yeah,
gonna
no,
have
you
to.
gonna
You're
catch
gonna have
some
to come in
momentum
this and
every
then
night.
this reach right here.
Every night, every
You're gonna have to
day.
come in this
I'ma throw
reach
these
right here to get
motherfuckers.
up to get
Tryna
up in
tell
these
you,
pockets.
Throw the motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't no need for use my back pockets. That's the front. The side was full, and they rarely got full. Until I worked in that middle school, I had to use literally every pocket on my pants, bro.
See,
Bro, when I worked at middle school, bro, I mean, you knew. Bro, I used to have shit everywhere.
You got cargo pants or something?
Yeah, regular jeans got pockets in the side and in the back. I don't know what he's talking about, cargo pants. Yeah, like I said, I had a pocket by my ankle and shit. Like, come on, man.
Niggas say you like I had pockets everywhere. Nigga,
Yeah, bro,
what you
like
mean?
I had
all
to
the
use
full
all like
cargo pants
how
is
many-
all the
I'm
way
only
out.
used to using these two on the left and the right. I'm using the ones by my ass. I don't need to be around there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just saying. You talking all these pockets?
bro, 4 pockets is too much for me. That's just me personally.
I don't
Like,
think
I
know
don't need
you.
all that shit
Hey,
in
you
all
know
my
what?
I'm a big guy, so
know
if I got
what?
shit in all my pockets, I'm feeling all of that. I don't want to
Now
feel
that
all
you
that.
mention
You know what I'm
that,
saying?
I can't think of the times where I can think of where every single one of my jeans pocket is filled. That is kind of, I'm like, what in the world's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, all of my pockets
Feel
is filled
heavy.
right now. I got things in each
Yeah,
single
can you
one of my
remember time you had
pockets.
every pocket in your pants filled up with shit?
like I usually have both my front pockets.
Both
I'm
front
talking about
pockets,
all
yeah.
of them though.
Front,
Like,
no,
honestly,
I don't even because first of all, like where I grew up, you don't put nothing in your back pocket. You get but like the backpack thing, you just gotta be on your point. But you put in your back pocket, yeah, I can slip
Bruh,
your wallet out of
that's
there,
what
your
I'm saying.
phone and whatnot.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I be seeing girls walking around with they phone in their back pocket. And like
Yeah.
you can get
I
got,
don't know
baby.
how
I
to
mean,
do
Long
that.
time ago.
I don't know how the girls.
you get got,
Bruh,
baby.
I don't know
You
how
all
girls,
in your friend's Snapchat. I mean,
the whole half of the, and now they got these pluses. Half the phone sticking out their pocket, just hanging out the pocket. They sit down, it's just hanging out,
And
dangling,
girls ain't trying to wear too much clothes, bro. It's
dangling. And I'm like, I'm not advocating just to be robbing chicks, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying though, like,
but no. So I said all that to say I don't put nothing in my back pocket. So
No,
I
for real.
don't think I've ever had.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Unless I was like doing like some yard work or something.
See, that's what I'm saying.
like,
When it was necessary.
yeah. When
That's
you
what I'm
need- when you
saying.
got
I'd never
compartments.
used my pockets like that until I was at that middle school because I had to. Because I was doing the shit with the kids outside the field.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm at the field, I'm away from the school, I ain't finna keep walking back and forth because I gotta leave them. So I had to fill my pockets with the shit. And I was like, that was the most uncomfortable shit I've ever experienced in life because, you know what I'm saying? I think we went a long ass way to talk about some pocket shit.
I was just thinking, I'm like, boy,
I've
boy,
been
the
talking. I
pockets
was
is,
thinking
like,
myself a long time.
serious.
Like, what the fuck is we talking about right now?
I'm like, the pockets is serious, but look, first off, we learned some things through all of that, though.
Yeah.
Again, actually, we got some things confirmed. Florida niggas, like, damn, can't trust them. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas
Y'all
can
with the
say,
shit, nigga.
in
When
the
y'all-
schools
they-
I was
you-
at,
they
we
was
can set
eating
our
people
backpacks
too.
down the
Then
hoop.
like,
You know what I'm
the
saying?
cannibal shit was-
Backpacks could go down the hoop. You know what I'm saying? Look, no, it wasn't. That wasn't it completely, bro. That was not it completely. I was with the niggas. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about what he just said.
What are you doing?
He talking about the pale skin tone.
The complexion on
the
the inside
light.
of your hand.
Yeah, the
That's
lighter.
who's eating people.
Oh,
You just said it was down there eating people too.
no, it was some niggas.
That's
they,
who's eating
they
people.
show some
No.
niggas too.
Oh, what?
No, it was this mainly.
I seen some.
It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough this for it to be known. Like niggas in Florida didn't even know about niggas eating people. Cause you hear certain
not.
stories like, oh yeah, I mean you gonna prejudge it, but it's like,
But,
even
you
when
know,
you find out the details, it's
Like,
most
I can't be
most
mad
right.
at Florida because that's where they shot, I think, but at least they take place. The Bad Boy movies, and I love them shit. So Florida cool with me off of that alone.
You know what? I can fuck with that.
You feel me?
To be
You know what
honest
I'm saying?
with
I love in
To
Bad
be very
Boys too,
honest
where they
with you.
throwing all the motherfucking cars off that bridge.
To be
and
very
shit.
honest with you, though,
That shit is lit as fuck.
I ride with that a
I
lot.
have
That
not
makes perfect
one,
sense to me.
not one memory of Virginia, so I think we're good there.
Wow. I mean,
You went as
makes
low
perfect
as
sense
Bad
to me.
Boys.
those are great movies, my nigga.
They are.
Like,
And
those-
did you hear
I
about
feel
Bad
it.
Boys 3
I
being
did
confirmed?
hear about that.
It's gonna
I'm
probably
lit,
be in
and it's gonna
Florida,
be.
too.
Well, I
I'm
would
already
hope so.
know.
If
I'm
it takes
I
place
know.
in Virginia, I'm gonna
You
be
know
mad.
what? It makes a lot of
I
sense
highly
to me.
doubt somebody's
for-
coming to Virginia, bro. Like I'm telling
I'm
you,
really dis.
like bro, like come on, they gonna be at Virginia Beach the entire
Look,
time.
my
That'd
partner
be
just,
lit.
my partner just told me. I was just talking to him today.
You can go to Richmond.
I was just talking to him today. He said he went to visit Virginia, and he was like, "I like it out here." He was like, "I like it out here." He was like, "I
Thumbs
can
up,
rock
yeah.
out here." Talking about I'm talking about cost of living.
You're literally the first person I heard say that.
He was the first person I heard say that. That's what I'm like. But I just heard it today though, and you talking about for
I mean, I know
Virginia
3 niggas
now.
from Virginia living out here. This nigga, Brad, and fucking what was homie name? Whatever. Who with him?
But that basically they wasn't rocking for a VA. But
I
hey,
mean,
hey, Trick could be riding for the VA.
I mean, they
know
are.
what I'm saying?
They are. But I'm just saying, it's just like, hey,
I don't have a clue
First
what's
for,
out there.
like,
I don't know what
look,
to
I was-
expect.
You can't just be disrespecting the whole entire state like that. I let you get your little jabs in, but you cannot be disrespecting. You know what I'm saying, one of the original 13 colonies like that.
That
now,
didn't help your case.
no, I didn't.
That
No, I
don't.
didn't. There's a lot of bullshit.
And you know
that
what
goes
hurts
on, you
Virginia
feel
to me?
Not at
Because
all.
Okay, I don't know if this is disrespectful or not. I feel like it might
I
be.
feel like it's finna. When niggas say no offense or
I'm
no
not-
disrespect or
No, it's going.
I'm not sure if this is a diss is you. But
no,
go ahead.
it's going there.
Look,
be
I'm just a
prepared.
little lost on why they consider themselves the South like that. To be honest,
Why?
Great question.
I'm confused.
What
I'm lost on it.
Because
Is it
y'all's
because
niggas
they were the
so
South
high
of the
up.
13
It's
colonies?
like, where is the South cut off?
After Virginia, like
So
Maryland.
that's-
Oh, for real? For real?
So, but that's the
I never
problem I
heard.
have.
But
Because
Maryland,
And,
Maryland is
and
like
to get it straight,
East
and
Coast.
for the
Maryland
record,
and all
I'm
them
from
niggas, they consider themselves northern.
I was born in Portsmouth, and I lived in Norfolk, Virginia. That is Southern Virginia. God damn it, if that's not the South, I don't know this. I can't speak of all.
I've
this
never
up here.
been.
I can't speak of all that on the upside of the map. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
But as for me though,
I feel that.
What's
That's
under? What
I'm
state
saying.
is
Like,
under
hey, look,
Virginia?
North Carolina. But what I think,
Okay.
But what I think is, I think
okay.
Virginia is like the last Southern state, the most northern Southern. Like,
Okay.
Now,
Is
and when
it
it
above
comes,
Tennessee?
it's like the same. Man, you challenging my geography.
I was about to say I didn't see a map right now.
I don't know everything about the South now. It's
Yeah,
just-
yeah.
No,
I
I,
think it's
just
like
know
on the
that I
same
be
level.
thinking about this so much because I had conversations with so many people
Yeah.
that live from various states. I ain't mainly Brad. Cause he,
Yeah,
you know,
shout out
he
to
called
Brad,
himself
man.
country bumpkin.
Shout out to
You know
Brad.
what I'm saying? Being from Virginia, I couldn't tell you
Shout out
which
to
part.
Brad. Where is he from?
I couldn't tell you which
You know what
part.
I'm saying? Well, just shout out to Brad in general. 'Cause
Yeah,
he's from
yeah.
Virginia.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
Shout
I
out to
can't
my
tell
G.
you. I can't tell you either.
But I'm gonna tell you right now. Sorry to break your heart.
What's that? What, Brad?
Y'all
Look.
boys like Central State.
Y'all like the
The
damn, y'all
whole-
damn near the Midwest.
I was
Y'all-
about to say that. I wanted to say
Nah, you saying that though. I
wanted
remember
to,
my
but I was
family
like,
would take like the rest of my family lives in Indiana, so we would
Yeah.
and my summers would be in Indiana. So the drive is like 8-10 hours.
Yeah, for sure. That-
See,
But nah, that shit ain't
Going
the
through what,
Midwest.
2
bro.
states,
that's
8 hours.
you could be
Yeah,
in
'cause
California for 8 to
Kentucky
10
and,
hours. You can ride to
That's
California 8 to
ridiculous.
10 hours.
But
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
the culture wise though, like,
I mean, culture, yeah, for sure. For
You
sure,
know what?
for sure.
I would
so
love to
that
go.
wouldn't the culture? Because like when you
I
think
mean,
of the
Petey
when you think of
Pablo
the
was
West
a very
Coast,
influential rapper.
Is he from
He's
North?
not-
Is he
he's
from
not from
Virginia?
Virginia.
He's from North Carolina. You said Norfolk, right? Was like right there, right by North Carolina. If you're
Oh,
an
Norfolk is
influential
close
rapper
to
in
North
North
Carolina?
Carolina, his spread gonna be cool, and then people can just stick. You know what I'm saying? Certain shit stick, and if you know, being where you from, motherfuckers don't leave that mindset because that's where they fucking flourish there. So if it's a lot of motherfuckers in that same mindset because of where they flourish at in that time period, I mean, people say that's the South. I'm not trying to discredit what y'all going because honestly I don't know and I don't give a shit to be 2 words.
To me,
I'm
go
just
ahead.
saying like
Go ahead.
for conversation.
Oh, okay.
You the resident. You the residing. Word on it.
Like I used to push that shit hard.
Yeah.
And I still do. And
Oh
I'm
no,
not,
y'all don't remember.
you know what I'm saying? And I still do, and it's not like that's not a part of me. But I love the Bay Area. It's the West Coast. But like I feel like it's that identity of what that culture takes place. I feel like in itself, it probably has its own culture. But as it moves into the South, and like that shit is deep. Like since the Civil War, deep. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas that are from there know that's like from the South. And and history wise, like it was really hard for them niggas anyway from where they was at the standpoint.
Right.
But like as of my knowledge, and I don't know if it's changed because I ain't been back since I left, and I have no intentions on.
I mean, you're in California now, so.
Bro, the weed is legal, and the white people like they
I said the same thing. I swear to
like the white people, even though they still with the shit, they better, bro. They with the shit, but they better, bro. Like, and I can see a good mix of people. I can see Asians,
Yeah, the
and
diversity.
Indians,
The
and
Bay is crazy for that too.
you feel me though? And like, and there's still and it's a Bay Area culture. It doesn't matter what niggas still are here with the shit. When I say niggas, I mean ignorance, not
Yeah,
black people.
right,
but
right.
no matter the race, but like there's still like a Bay Area culture, and I fuck with that. The toughest, because even like a white dude, he still uses the same vernacular as me, and not because it's like Ebonics or whatever. It's the Bay Area culture, and I fuck with that the most. And you don't like it may have changed, I don't really know, but you don't get that in like at least Virginia. I feel like other states and other cities in the South got that type of connection, like Atlanta and shit.
Lightweight, yeah, like Atlanta on the lingo type. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, just the lingo, the vibe,
Yeah.
the whole culture and aura about
Hell
like what
yeah.
they push. Like not that everything sounds the same, but everything has that same energy.
Yeah, that was smooth. You brought it back to the Bay. But I do want to say this. This is my thought about it. I feel like y'all look, and I don't want this to be too hot either, to be honest. But like you said, you talked about how go back to the Civil War. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
said original 13 colonies. Y'all was like the South of the 13 colonies, and it seems like essentially they've been riding. Which look, they fully, and that's within their own right to do so. You know what I'm saying? And that might not even be the case. North Carolina might have been one of the. I don't think it was, but you know what I mean. I couldn't even tell you at this moment right now.
I've been smoking.
Look,
I like to think I have a good grasp.
Look, you know, I'm just brainstorming now. Honestly,
Yeah.
like I ain't even.
To be a thorough with you, I think at that point it was just one Carolina. It wouldn't have been North and South.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
true.
But it's like the West and
I mean, they finna do California the same.
They
way.
not finna. That shit ain't finna ride. That shit
North
not finna
Carolina,
ride.
South California.
They're
No, they're
trying.
not.
They're trying to split it up into
No, that's what
three.
they said.
The
They've
three
been rumoring
Californias.
that.
When they say that?
It's
They've been
Northern
rumoring that
California,
for a
Southern California, and California.
Mayor Gavin Newsom, if he listened to this, he texted me the other day. You better not do that, nigga. Nah, or whoever.
No,
Why
I
would
don't
you?
think they are.
That's nah.
I don't think they are, but I think people just
Niggas
like
gotta
the
learn
sound
new
of it.
states and capitals and shit.
No, I don't think that's gonna ride. That don't make no sense because even the specs for how they've thought about sectioning it off, it's like it doesn't make sense at all. They're thinking about calling like the valley to the bay, like the valley in the middle, Southern California, then the bay up, Northern California, and then like under that valley, to where it starts getting down to like Bakersfield, LA area to Dago, they're calling California. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to keep the wet part of LA and Dago to the California part.
Thorough
And
with
then
you
they call
though,
the
what I
rest of
don't
shit
like,
some other shit.
what I don't as a transplant into the Bay Area, what I don't like is when they really don't give the Bay Area the credit for like this is California too. Like even my family that lives in like Mississippi, deeper in the South, or in Indiana, when they talking about like, oh, I'm coming out to Cali, they always think it's LA or some shit.
You know, that's probably one of the biggest things I know. Because I'm a Bay Area transplant as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's probably for sure one of the biggest things I've noticed.
Like, oh, it's 45 minutes away. Like, nigga, that shit is.
I'm from Texas. I moved to Southern California. Lived in Southern California for damn long. Majority of my parents' families from that area. I didn't know nothing about the Bay.
Yeah.
I knew nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Like other than San Francisco, maybe. Like, and I had barely any, and Oakland, but I had barely any knowledge on any of that. You know what I'm saying? So to come out here and see like how strong it is, you know what I'm saying, and see how like it's just as much California as LA is really, you know what I'm saying, but just on its own separate vibe. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's crazy. It really doesn't get the, you know what I mean, I don't feel like it doesn't get the props. It's starting to boom now. We got the Warriors, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot to me, I've been out here for only a couple, like not that long, but a good amount of years. I feel like a lot more spotlight is starting to come on it. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's like starting to get, other things are starting to become more into mainstream media.
That
you know
is
what I'm
true.
saying? As
You
far as
got,
like sports.
Black Panther and shit.
Yes,
That shit took
man.
place in Oakland.
Look, booming
Ryan
movies are
Coogler
starting
is
to
from
are
Oakland.
coming from Oakland.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? And we're known this in Oakland. Like, The Pursuit of Happiness was in San Francisco, but it's like, I don't think people really was hip to it like that.
And to be a thorough with
You know
you,
what I'm
I don't know if y'all saw, like, I'm into that whole like comic book shit. The Marvel Venom trailer, like that shit took place in San Francisco, and I was like, nigga,
I haven't seen that. I want to look at it.
bro,
Though.
it takes for you. They got the Golden Gate, in which you know they always show when they show in the Bay, but they got the Golden Gate, and you notice some of the buildings, like the Bank of America building. And shit. I was like,
yo,
nigga,
that's
I'm
what
gonna be honest
saying.
with you, bro. They ain't doing that shit because of the rise of the Bay Area and all that shit. Because the Bay Area always had like this shit going on. You know what I'm saying? This is the tech capital right now.
Right.
So I think it's because they don't basically gentrify the area as a whole. It's still big parts where they need to get there, but that's all really what it is, bro.
But think about it. You
Because
say
it's
it's the
like
tech
now it's
capital,
more
but
acceptable for people to come in. That's just
I get
that's
it.
true.
Yeah, I can feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I wasn't here early 2000s to say what it would have looked like.
I
So,
mean, I came
you know
late.
what I'm saying?
I moved out in the Bay in 2008.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been out here for 10 years, so it's like, you know what I mean? I was here like a few years after Mac Dre died, so it's like I saw motherfuckers still trying to hold on to the hyphy shit. Like I caught the end of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
hypey
like,
shit with some other shit, bro.
bro, y'all just want to say I caught
The
the end of
hypey
it.
shit was like we was on some other shit back then.
You know what I'm saying? So I caught the end of that shit. So it's like, dog, it's like
It's still, to be honest with you, I don't think that hyphy shit is dead either. I just think
It's kind of not, especially with that SOB kind of. They
I'm not
kind of
really
put a little
saying like
remix on
as
it.
foreign as that. It's more as in like it's not as widespread. It's like it's starting to bubble back up to that extent.
Then, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To that extent, but right now it ain't as a threat to the motherfuckers that's trying to do what they doing.
Yeah.
Back then, it's like you couldn't tell nobody nothing. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't tell nobody shit. So it's like the only things motherfuckers used to do film wise was in the city.
I mean, I feel what you're saying, but like that's the responsibility of the black dollar to spend in the black neighborhood so that you don't lose the black area. So I'd still think all the spotlight should be on there. I just think niggas, and now I mean niggas, like black people need to spend their black dollars in black places so we can keep it black.
Yeah, but I mean, like
100%.
Ryan Coogler, he doing a great job because he got the opening, so he's still keeping that shit alive. He trying to get more awareness.
Yeah.
But it's like even with us on the like basic level, it's like we got to start doing that shit, like coming together and figuring this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Helping persons after person. Like you ain't got to be in the shit involved, but it's like just one or two like pointers. Like you ain't got to like necessarily get, you know what I'm saying, get them money or like, you know what I'm saying, do all this extra shit for a person. But just like putting them in the right direction, giving a person a compass. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the best thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like that can help everybody. It's like you see somebody wilding out. Like you ain't got to necessarily be out here preaching to motherfucker. Like you be like, hey, look, come with me, come see what I'm doing right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just come see this shit. Just come see this shit. And it's like you see it, like, oh, now you understand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's more what it is. You get it now because you see it. It's like, nah, you ain't got to be doing all the extra shit. Like, nigga, now you find you a focus. You know what I'm saying? Find a focus. Find what you going to do. Because the way you going about it right now, that money ain't going to be that long. That money going to be real short. It looks sweet now, but that shit ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to get more understanding. Because that's what's killing all us, like, as a whole. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be saying all the time, like, look at all these different races, like Mexicans and shit. They be laughing up in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like this type of shit right here, they'll have like 15 motherfuckers in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't mind sleeping on this pull-out couch. This motherfucker pull out, bed start right at the end of the carpet. Be like 7, 8 motherfuckers on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers sleep on the stairway. Motherfuckers sleep over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers don't care, bro. Like, I ain't trying to be like dogging how they live. I'm just giving an over-exaggerated example of what the fuck they motherfuckers be going through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like just to to achieve their goal.
On the low, half of them be legal though, so it's like they can't really do nothing.
There it is. There go Jay. There go Jay with the goddamn rah.
I mean, let's just be realistic. Like, honestly, if you thinking multiple could get their own individual spots like that.
No, I feel that.
Look, you said it first. I'm just thinking.
I feel that, but it be every race like that. Like
true enough.
Because I was working at this moving company, bro, and them, bro, it was like, goddamn, y'all got all this shit. And it be like a husband, a wife, and a kid. It's like, ain't no way you got all this motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no fucking way. It's a 1-bedroom apartment. Y'all got more shit than an apartment. You know what I'm saying? Your bed's still here, the TV's still here, but you got a gang of motherfucking shit. This ain't no way. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas is pack rats, maybe.
Bruh, ain't no way. It's like multiple beds in this bitch. You trying to get me to ship off. Because we putting this shit in like big ass fucking tanker truck. I mean, not tankers, but semi trucks. You know what I'm saying? So we filling up that shit. Ain't no way. That's what I'm saying. There was like multiple in there. I'm telling you, bro, it's like multiple people doing that shit. Asian people do the same thing. They be laughing up. But soon as some black folks live together, motherfuckers be petty, fighting over shit. Fight over 2 pieces of bread, motherfucker be ready to square over some damn toothpaste.
Man, I was just hearing a conversation about that same thing. Yeah, it's just like can't really put. That's why it's hard for black people to go into business together type shit.
It's competition, bro.
Man, yeah, I feel what you're saying.
Niggas' mindsets. I want to say you got to be more aware of what you're doing, and what you know what I'm saying.
I think that's some niggas' mindset. So I don't think like.
Now, I ain't saying everybody as a whole, but like
yeah.
As the black population. That's what it is. Like, I ain't saying, like, it's all of us, but as a black population, you got to look at it like that.
Because essentially, I feel like what you're
it's
saying...
It's more motherfuckers that's unaware than it is as well.
Yeah, and I mean, overall population, that's the case. But I feel what you're saying in that if black people were necessarily going after and supporting each other full throttle like other races of people do, based off of just us being black and us already being powerful in what we are and with the movements that we push, we would be unstoppable essentially. Damn near.
Yeah, it's like,
you know what I'm saying?
even little things such as like in traffic. I watch this Asian lady, right? Because I be loaded, bro. I be so loaded, bro. And I be inside of the store
See,
sometimes.
I be saying how
like waiting.
talking about Asians and driving.
Bro.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, though, nigga.
Asians
Go ahead.
driving. That's what you go ahead. I want to hear.
No, this not one of my. This not one of you. One. No, I'm not doing that. Anyway, nah, this Asian lady, right? She was in traffic.
Yeah.
Right. It was a regular street. You know what I mean? Came outside the store and I was standing in front of the store. When I be loaded, bro, I just be looking at traffic, like driving by and shit. And I'm finna slide back to the crib.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting there looking and shit. Lady full on made traffic wait. Like, it's multiple cars. She stopped to let this Asian dude turn in. The car behind her was a Mexican girl. She sped off. Mexican girl tried to go with him. She sped off. Like, even little shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they be looking out for each other for even small shit. She don't, you don't know him. They in traffic. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way that's her cousin.
Yo, Zaha
And
basically.
what you saying is like,
Yo,
black people.
Zaha basically that she stopped and waited for this old Asian man to
It
cross.
wasn't that, bro. I'm just saying, it's
joint.
just like, bro, you got to think about it. It's just like, I see that more than I see people, you know what I'm saying, just looking out, like, just
And
them
you know
looking out
what?
for everybody.
You know what? And I'm trying to get to a point to where I'm like just doing a lot more facilitating positive energy. So I'm trying to get to a point where I might do something like that now. You know what I mean? And while at the same time noticing that something about myself is I do kind of go out of my way and inconvenience myself for other people. So I'm trying to stop that as well. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, doing things that facilitate the positive energy, you know what I mean, so that I could just be coming back to my life. So doing certain type of things like that, you know what I mean, I can see that. But just when you mentioned it just now, I thought about it. If I seen, and I'll be real with you, because I'm an honest person, I can be honest with myself. You know what I mean? If I had seen a black person doing that, I probably would have pulled in. I probably wouldn't have waited for it.
If I seen anybody, I would have kept
anybody.
pushing,
Like, yeah, no.
I mean,
like,
unless I really ain't got shit to do.
no.
And I'm really in a good mood, and I do like I'm.
Sometimes
It just depends on my mood, how I'm
I
feeling.
mean, based
that
on the
day.
situation, I wouldn't did either, because it was more than just him. But I just saw the fact that she did that. You know what I'm saying? It looked racial.
So and you thought it was a racial thing? Maybe she.
It
just
looked
like,
very
So
racial.
she just waited and let for him to.
For him to only to go, he was the first car. She let him go, and the girl was trying to go too, and she damn near was like, nah.
Technically, that's merging. You know what I'm saying? Most Americans don't know how to do it.
oh gosh, no. Especially out here.
It's where you let a nigga go in front of you, and then you slip behind that nigga, and
That's
then
what I was
another
I'm
nigga
thinking that's
go
what the fuck
behind
you
you.
talking about. Hell no, nigga. I'm saying.
So no, I know I'm explaining for niggas listening
Hell
what
no,
merging
that's not
is,
what
because
I'm
niggas
talking
don't know
about.
how to do it.
Niggas
So
don't
maybe
know.
she was letting.
I'm on a regular fucking street, dog. Like, I'm on a regular street. This nigga was trying to turn into the parking lot that I was basically standing in front of. You know what I'm saying? She is in a line of cars, and he is turning. He's facing the opposite direction. He's turning into this way. The girl was behind him, so it was like 3 cars. So the girl was behind him, and she was trying to be bold enough to go with this nigga. But she said, nah, I ain't fucking with you. And she kept the party going.
Yeah.
So that's why I said it looked very racial. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a merge situation. It was more like she was turning. She only let that Asian dude go, and she said, fuck no to the girl.
So like you talking about like they looked at each other and they had like
I mean, you got necessarily, you could just look in the car and see Asian nigga.
had
you
an
know what I'm
Asian.
saying?
They had an Asian connect. You see, I'm Asian nigga, and she was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, I see you, Asian nigga."
Yeah, that was like they
I
dapped.
mean, let's be honest
They
with
dap
literally
like, yeah.
Asian
you.
dap.
Now, you trying to bring me in the realm of ignorance. So first off, you know they bow everything.
He said it was. So it wasn't a dap. They bowed. They
Real
mentally-
quick.
You
They
said-
mentally bowed. Right?
Hey,
Super
let her
quick.
go.
And she was like, "Okay," and then.
Yeah.
They're very submissive over there.
Oh, nigga, no,
She
you
said
didn't,
you said
bruh.
she put both hands off the
You
steering
know,
wheel.
you said Quante come to ignorance. I
God
said,
damn,
all
no,
right,
you didn't.
all right.
So she took both hands off the steering wheel. Is what
Yeah.
she said.
No, she just pressed on the brakes. She kept both hands. Fucking
10
goddamn
and
what?
2.
No. 11-1.
God damn.
Y'all brought me here.
That's-
She 11-1.
I just want my basketball team to be that score.
Right?
She was 11
That's
and 1.
what you're looking for
She
after the end of
attended
football
to it for
You
season.
solid
feel
record.
me? 11
She 11-1. Just enough room for her nose.
Oh, she was that close. You know,
Bruh.
you get in a car accident, that
Oh, my
steering wheel gonna crush your chest.
Bruh, okay, see, I people watch. That's what I'm trying to
I
get
be
you
people watch
understand.
too. I be with,
Yeah,
but I
I
was
love
with
So
the
when you in
sunglasses.
traffic, how close they be to the
Well, see,
steering
when
wheel?
I be driving, though, I be paying the fucking
Okay,
attention.
you drive the car every time you in a car?
Oh, when I'm like in the passenger.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay. Anyway, yeah.
You trying to be technical.
Well, yeah, technically, yeah, I've been in the passenger before.
Yeah.
Hey, do you,
I ain't no scrubber.
do you
nothing.
look hot? That's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't gonna say make it seem like I'm in the passenger more than I'm not driving. No, that's not the case. I'm just saying when I'm in the passenger, I
You be
people watch.
Yeah.
So they be just enough room for the nose. 11 and 1.
Man, you'd be surprised. A lot of cats be up on the steering wheel on the low.
I got that, but I do ratios, my boy. Who be about to damn near kill you? I got the ratio for that.
See, this
Who be
look-
driving
look
slow
where
as
he go.
shit?
He's finna go fully over there right
I
now.
told you, brought me in the realm of ignorance. Don't tell me to come
He
in the
finna put
door.
all the-
and now
all
you
the-
want now
all
you
the
want
traffic-
me
all the
now
traffic
you want
and
me to
accidents
only
to get
pour you
into.
half a cup. Like, come on, bro.
Half a cup of ignorance.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, don't bring me in here. I'm bringing the whole truckload, the cement truck, and I'm making more. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing it like that, dog. Like, that's it.
All right. So
no,
we in the Bay Area. You basically saying right now that the entire reason for traffic jams, accidents.
Nope. That's not what I'm saying.
Accidents,
Nope. That's
all
not
the
what I'm saying.
hot driving, all the
Nah.
hot wild driving we be seeing on these highways is due to who? Is what you're saying?
Bad drivers.
And those bad drivers are.
Bad drivers. What? All right, first off, you know we do this podcast together, right?
I'm trying to get you to. You said you pouring it out, so I'm trying to get it out. Like, what is you
I mean,
saying?
all right, so mostly foreigners.
Okay.
See, I think that's a racial thing. I think niggas can't drive, and I mean black people. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
I
that.
think white people can't drive, Asian can't. One time, and I don't mean to,
Mostly.
I don't mean to say
have
nothing,
you
but like
driven
my
to
sister
Oakland?
is black. I didn't see her do some
Hot shit.
like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing? Are you do you
man.
care about our lives? And so I just
Have you
think,
driven in Oakland?
See,
yeah. Have you driven in Alameda? Like some of them streets
Boy.
turn into each other, and it's a little scary sometimes.
I got a real life I really don't want to get into it, but I got real life analytics for traffic out here in the Bay Area, bro. And you gonna throw me out there like that? Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Females and
accept
foreigners.
it. I accept it.
And you know what? Look, I kind of agree with you halfway, a little bit. But I agree with my man as well. Is that yeah, all drivers is bad all around. There's a whole lot of terrible drivers out
Definitely.
here. You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
that's
I mean, I fucked up before too. You know what I'm saying? I can't even act like I'm just grade A 100%
I feel
all
like
the
I'm
time.
actually
Me too.
a fantastic driver.
I think I'm a
Very
good driver
legit.
too, but I done been into like, oh my god, my bad.
I
Bro.
done done some. Oh yeah, I done done some hot shit.
Like, ooh,
I done done
my,
some
I
hot
did
shit.
not. I didn't even see you there, man. I ain't not
I
even
bet.
cut you off, bro. You was in the blind spot.
You know what I'm good for on the low, especially right now because my windows is tinted kind of dark. I'm good for turning on some cats while they walking through. You know,
Oh,
while
through
on the
the crosswalk?
crosswalk. Yeah, while I'm hitting the left or something.
Right,
You know
that
what I'm
shit's
saying?
dangerous.
Maybe
You-
that's just mad hot. And
That's
you
San
see,
Francisco.
you never see fear. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get to really
This nigga,
see
you
fear.
ain't never seen fear till you almost ran into me.
When you really get to see
Oh,
fear,
you told
those
us
lights,
murder somebody.
those lights shine on somebody. You know what I'm saying?
and you like, I'm sorry. They like,
Oh my gosh, I feel so bad, boy.
Enjoy your day. It's
I
gonna be
must have
better
seen
now.
a man. I seen a dude jump in front of his wife so crucially, and I just seen them both turn white. You know what I'm saying? You know how you
damn.
really see that? I seen
what were
it.
they before?
They was Indian.
Oh,
Yeah, and I seen them both get like I seen.
Hey, that's
them
what's up
both
though.
get-
Shout out to Chivalry because he was willing to go down.
Boy,
for
he
his
jumped in
wife. Shout
front
out
of
to
her
real
like,
life.
cause she
So
grabbed her,
real
so
life.
he jumped in front of her, and I just
That's
seen
what you
both the
supposed
looks
to
on
do.
their
That's
face, and I
what's
was just like, I'm sorry, like I did not.
I didn't
see
mean to
you.
do this.
I could not see you at all because it's dark too.
I didn't mean to almost kill you. I swear.
Man, I didn't mean to just ruin. I didn't mean to put that.
They was
another
talking
spin
about
on your
something
night.
meaningful and
They were
shit,
having
like-
a good little stroll downtown.
You know, baby, there's
You know
nothing
what
that
I'm
could go
saying?
wrong. I'm just loving
But
the
you
way
know
everything's
what?
going.
You know what? Actually, matter of fact,
I
now,
can't.
now that I think about it
Nah,
though, now that I think about it, I actually plugged him. I plugged him.
What you mean? Oh,
Because he
he's
jumped in
like,
front of his wife.
Look like a hero.
They had a
you
little-
getting some tonight,
They had a
nigga.
little shot for the night. You know what I'm saying? He pulled out
Yeah.
the chivalrous. You know what I mean? She feeling all. Yeah. He's welcome, actually.
Shit, if I almost died, bro, we going home, bitch. I don't care where we was
What?
going. We going
Yeah.
fuck home. I need to
They
sit
finna
down.
go have a good time.
y'all know they're Indian, right?
So
The
is
Indians
that-
be fucking.
That means he's fucking regardless. Yo, this Bill
You got this racial thing. I mean,
I'm not trying to be like that, bro. I'm not. But like, come on, think about it. Like, let's be real.
Hey, they be having a lot of kids.
You have a lot of kids. That man fucking. He fucking regardless.
Hey, and is it just me, but do you not be
I don't think
noticing
they wait
wagons
sex
on
like
some
that.
of
They think
them?
they just do it for
I
the
mean,
blood.
wagons.
Like ass.
Occasionally.
Occasionally, right?
But I mean, occasionally.
But I guess you can
every-
find
every-
occasionally on anything
Yeah,
except for
okay.
Asians.
I've done seen some occasionals.
No, I mean ass. I don't mean thick. I mean ass.
I guess so. If you want to specify and shit.
Yeah, I'm talking about ass. You know what I'm saying? Like I done seen thick Asians, yeah, but I mean it ain't ones to where that thing just poking off them, hanging, swinging. You know what I'm saying? No. And I like Asians. I like, shout out to them. All the different, different categories, however you specify. You know what I'm saying? I dig on them, but I ain't seen them walking around out here like that.
Yeah, I told you about the time I was in Eastridge, and I proposed to the one on first sight. Asian girl.
Where?
Asian girl had a black girl booty. She was her family, real life. I mean, like Southern black girl booty.
Yeah, see, I wasn't there for that one.
Marry me? Nah. Right now, like, oh, carry. Fuck.
Are you goddamn serious?
When have you known me to play like this? Like, come on, you known I be talking shit.
So
but
you
I
got
really-
on one knee and just in front of her family. I know you don't know my black ass, but
Marry me.
My big black ass.
my big,
They all
no,
laugh. They all laugh. But
You was
they
like
just
the
laugh
same
it off.
size of like the mother when you was on your knee.
See, now who getting racial? Hey, look, no.
I'm
There
just
was a bigger family. So I'm telling you, she
You
was a
mean like
unicorn. She
height
was a
wise
unicorn. Like, yeah, there was a
or
bigger.
wide?
Oh, my God.
You just saying bigger. I'm just specify.
Height. They were taller. Let me
A
use
taller
different-
family.
Let me use a different word. They were a taller family.
There we go. Okay.
And she was very thick. She obviously played volleyball, softball. Like, she was
She had been
athletic.
squatting and whatnot.
Yeah, she had a crazy ass, but she had a. You know what I'm saying?
She was showing her lunch
she
game.
had like a real nice.
Lunch
You know what I'm
game
saying? It
was
wasn't just
proper.
wide. Yes, it had a
Every
nice
night.
curve.
Every night.
Faithful.
The curvature was
I
on
never
point,
missed
you know what I mean?
lunches.
Faithful.
You know what I mean? It wasn't just there. You know what I mean? It was right.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
And so they laughed, and then
I'm shout
They
out.
look at
lied.
black
It
ass.
was just pretty much it was there from there. Like, yeah,
Shout
ain't
out
go no
Miss
further than that.
You
Ain't
didn't
like
get like
she
a
gave me
number or
no
nothing?
Nah,
You didn't
there
ask?
wasn't no number.
Shucks.
There wasn't
you
no
know,
that.
when as she walked away and you turned around,
Please don't shoot me down.
did you like think you should have gone about that
She
a
built
little
a drive
differently?
by. I mean, yeah, I
Like-
could have went about that a
A
lot.
lot,
different.
like a lot,
different.
like hi, my name is Quantum. Like,
At that time, I was so impulsive. I was just like, bro, I had
you
like 20
you
seconds.
had
Like
to
this how
like, have you ever thought?
Because I normally don't do that. Like, I'm not that, you know what I'm saying, to go out there and just be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I morally kind of wait the situation, try to feel it before I go out there and try to jump out there.
Yeah, nigga,
This was outside of my box.
like you
20
cannonball,
seconds.
and you thought it was some water, but
Yeah,
it was
no,
ice.
it was morally the towel.
Oh, it wasn't even ice. I
Yeah,
thought-
no, ice you go through. No. It was the towel. I just hit it hard. She hit me with the drive-by.
She just smiled and kept it pushing. She hit you with the Migos out of there.
Know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I got hit with. So I was just like, all right.
I hope you learned something that day.
I did. I learned a lot, but at the same time, to continue
I
being
learned a
myself,
lot.
that was the first one.
Continue,
I feel like
if
he
that's
more-
yourself, then
I feel like he
That's what I
more
said.
so
That's
took
outside
out
of my
the
box.
ass.
I don't normally do that.
I feel like he more so remembered the ass out of that.
so it was so fat that you saw it from the front. Is what
It was so fat it made me step outside of my box.
I need to understand the whole semantic. You saw it from the front.
Bro, like, I mean, I'm in the mall.
Yeah.
So there's clear glass windows.
Yes, sir.
So
So you
saw
could
I ass
sense
out
it.
the window.
Oh, okay.
And I was towards the front door, so I
you
just hit the
maneuvered
quick little
you,
bend.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Was
Quick
anybody
bend.
with you?
Yeah, my partner was there.
They
They
didn't
watching
say
me fall.
nothing to
No,
you.
no,
You
they watching me
They-
fall.
You hit a whole
They watched you
bend?
get Ricky the whole
The
time.
whole, it wasn't no Ricky. It wasn't no Ricky. No, they watched me. They were like,
Oh,
You hit a whole bend.
they hit you with the.
so you
You hit a whole
when Doughboy
bend
pulled up
on
on
them.
It wasn't a quick. It was a quick one. It wasn't no whole. No
You didn't
whole
say like,
baby. It
"Ooh,
was
damn,
like,
you
yo,
just-"
it's like going around this coffee table. Pop, pop. You know what I'm saying? Because I was already by the front door.
That's the sound of when she hit you.
No,
She hit you with that one too. I can't believe you actually did that, nigga. I feel so. And yo,
I've done a lot of shit that you would say I'd never believe.
I apologize. I apologize.
For what? It was a learning lesson.
I'm sure security guys
Stay
got
within
that on
myself.
tape. They watch
Oh
that shit
yeah,
like, nah.
bro. They got that on tape. They got me, bro. I got so many funny videos just in my life of me actually having fucked up situations. But like if I was on the other side of it, I would be crying, bro. Like when I fucked up my AC joint, I would have been dying laughing, bro. I was in the rec center, and my homeboy Chemo, this nigga at that time he played no defense, so the nigga was like half-ass playing defense. So the nigga that played overseas. This nigga overseas hit him with a quick in and out. Wah, wah. Went right by the nigga, came right at my ass. And it was a rainy day in Florida. You know, niggas, they dry their shoes off. But, you know, sometimes you might not get it all the way off. I went up for the block, swing and a miss. My landing didn't go so well.
That's just sound funny.
Oh, yeah. Because if you saw, bro, I'm visualizing in my head. I missed. I'm going like this, like, oh shit, I'm going to the floor. Like, either I'm gonna try to brace myself and have the risk of snapping my arm, fucking up my wrist.
How high did you get?
Bro, I'm
you was going
I'm
for the
overweight,
goal.
but I'm very athletic.
You went for the goal.
Anytime you go up and then just coming down sideways, it's gonna
See,
feel
I mean,
like
no, I
such
didn't
a
even come
fall.
down south. Like, bro, I'm telling you, I was on defense. It was
So
the
you lunged
nigga.
at
The
the
nigga
nigga.
did the in and out. He was coming at me, so he was trying to bang it, but he didn't expect me to go up with him. That's what he full fledged told me that. He was like, I didn't expect you to go up with me. He thought he was finna just try to yam me because he saw these man breasts in his gut, and he thought it was sweet money. I don't sell number lemon heads here, partner. I'm looking right here.
This nigga.
I'm looking right now. I'm selling number lemon heads.
That ain't
Shit
the most
sweet.
country shit I ain't.
Bro, I was screaming that in the game 2 weeks ago. Like, nigga ain't gonna sell number lemon heads here, bro. Number lemon heads. You ain't getting number lemon heads and shit sweet. Don't sell no lollipops, no sugary drinks. Don't sell none of that shit. I got some fucking goddamn lemon with water, no sugar.
This nigga.
Feel me? I got none of that shit for you,
Yeah,
dog.
boy.
But no, fucking, yeah, bro.
Oh my gosh.
But it's just like my landing. Because I don't mind me missing, you know what I'm saying? Missing the block, my landing. So my feet were just like, you know what I'm saying? They just went straight shoulder. Like, yeah, bro.
You hit the tippy toes,
Bro,
Michael Jackson?
Bro, because I'm telling you, I went up higher than I expected. Because you know when you jump up higher than you expect it, it's like even if you fucking got up that high, it's like you land, just like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was just more like, nigga, my feet didn't touch the ground hard, get enough traction for me to even be like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? It just went straight for the slip. You know what I mean? I went down, so I just like, I ain't visualizing this shit. It's hilarious, bro.
I'm seeing this nigga falling, bro.
I already know it.
Because if I was on the solid, as soon as I knew you was good, you good, bro?
Oh, no,
man.
I was done that day. I wasn't tripping. I was talking. It wasn't like I was like, I was just like, yeah, what's up? Yeah,
niggas
bro, you couldn't tell. I'm just like, yo,
I'm
come
gonna
get me. I'm out.
I'm gonna
Go ahead and sit my ass down. I'm gonna let y'all finish. I'll wait because I rolled my niggas, so I ain't finna see and be like, oh, James is great. No.
Yeah. I'm chilling.
I'm chilling. Yeah, I'm good.
I'm chilling.
No.
Yeah, I'm saying you're good. You're good. You know, I'll be right here.
In the meanwhile, my inside like, what?
Nigga dying.
What?
Nigga dying,
What
dead.
did you do? Why did you do this to me?
Like, you take your ass at home.
Oh my
For real, you should have stayed at the house and just played basketball instead of fucking trying to go
Nigga,
play
we have the
basketball.
new 2K and everything.
Bro,
82K.
you're not a creative player. You're not a my career guy.
That's
You're
when you
not.
realize
That's
that's
how you.
like, boy, that's like sometimes you had that little stand like, man, I'm not just
Did
running
you
out
pause
there
in there
hooping
and
like I
it's
used
like,
to.
this is where you knew you fucked up? Like,
No, I knew I
did
fucked
you
up when
ever-
when I.
When you missed the
It
block.
is a moment.
When you
Nah,
missed the
I
I
block.
want to know the
like,
moment
oh,
when you was
it's a
like,
moment.
where you was like, damn, this finna, ain't this about a bitch?
Bruh.
What was the
I
moment
missed
you
the
knew?
block.
No, it was I knew it was a couple moments. I'm like, at first, the first moment, I knew shit was going bad. I'm like, this nigga went by chemo. I'm like, fuck.
Oh, that's damn. Before you even left the ground,
Bro, I'm gonna give you play by play. This is what happened. It was
damn.
levels. It's definitely levels to this shit, bro. I swear to you, dog. So when I was like, fuck at first when chemo got hit with the in and out, the nigga was going, he was coming at me. I was just like, damn, I gotta go defend this nigga. It's like, fuck. Because they already told us he from overseas. I'm like, I'm not trying to go against the overseas nigga, put all this effort back at home, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. But then the same trip, it wasn't the same day, but the same trip, nigga, I had to play against Dwayne Bacon. So I'm already like,
you was Tucker.
I was already kind of, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, fuck playing hard out here at home, you know what I mean? Like, I was already past that. But nigga, shit. Anyway, the nigga came, right? The nigga jumped up, and that's when I really was like, fuck twice. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, bro.
Man,
like now
man.
I gotta actually get up. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta do something. And it's like the off chance like he might get hurt or I might get hurt. Cause I always like worry about people that's doing better than me. It's like if I'm playing against you, you overseas, I don't want to fuck your bread up. So I was really concerned about both of us in the air. Nigga, he hit me with the fucking goddamn jelly roll.
Oh, he finger rolled on
Jelly
you.
Roll official.
I was like, oh, you thought I was going, yeah.
Hashtag.
Right on the arm. That's what I'm telling you. I missed that bitch. He was out here. I went back. I was finna block his shit. As soon as he tried to put that whole head, I was like, I'm finna block that bitch. He fucking went right under my arm. I swung and I was right there. He put that, you motherfucker.
My
I'm
God.
telling you, I swung, his arm was right there. Straight missed that motherfucker. He rolled that bitch right in there, and I was going down. I was just like, fuck. And then when I think I got about
That third fuck.
the third. No, I had a fourth one. Right. The third one was like, fuck, I missed the ball. You know what I'm saying? Now, fourth one, I saw the fucking goddamn ground. I saw the ground, and it's like everything slowed down at that point.
Yeah, and you was like, so you was like
That
right here with your
moment.
shit. You was,
Nah, not that close, but it was more like 4 feet. I'm at 4 feet, like
and
watching
you
the
was like
ground come
horizontal.
slowly.
You was right.
Like, fuck. No, I was like this.
Oh, so that's how you tore that bitch.
Nigga, man, first off.
No, I curled up because football came out.
You know,
so I'm thinking like
bro,
football, when you brace for hits, when you got the ball, you just curl here. So I tried to brace for a hit like a football player. You know what I'm saying? I tucked high and tight and everything. So the way my shoulder was rotated, when I did it, it dislodged it and it fucked it up and it swelled up and it made my bone go like that. So basically the doctor had to like reposition my shit and like give me fucking like strong ass medication, which that I didn't take.
You just smoking weed.
Man, you know what I got out of that on the low?
That's
bit?
what's up. I don't fuck
After
with
my
them,
surgery.
I don't fuck with them pills.
After my ACL surgery,
that's
which
out.
I told my ACL in the same fucking gym.
That's out. Bro, you know what I feel like I got out of that? You should have followed in your boy Chemo footsteps because he gave you the way. He gave you the way.
He said he was playing weak ass.
First off,
I can't hear nothing
He
you said
said-
after this. You said you should have listened to Kimo.
because look, I haven't met your man. So you know what I'm saying?
He cool money, but I'm saying not
you,
no
first
basketball
off,
life. I
you
ain't
knew the
following that
nigga.
shit.
You knew the nigga was from overseas. You know what I'm saying? You knew that. You've already said you was Tucker from hooping earlier.
Yeah.
Your boy gave you the way. He let him go by him. You see, he put the in and out on him. He didn't try to defend the in and out.
Yo,
He
was
gave
like,
him the
fuck
in and
that.
out. He was like, oh, you gonna do that? I'm gonna go to give it to you. So what you do is you let the man go in and look good. He hit him with the in and out. First off, he looked good anyway, but now at your expense. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Kimo didn't look bad in that situation. He went by. You know what I'm saying? Boom, went by. He could have banged out. Boom.
And anything he said, Chemo, you the nigga to let him go.
Yeah.
No.
You let him go. But now
I
you
mean,
can't.
yeah,
You coulda took
baby,
the charge
Like,
or something.
you could have started from score.
But
that's a whole little
you already
blame
gave
game.
you out though.
It's
You
a
said,
blame
look,
game.
he
I'm not even
overseas
trying to get
hooping.
it,
I'm
man.
gonna go up and try to jump with him and risk both of us getting hurt in the air
No,
on some
true that.
contact.
That's what I said. I
You
feel
had
that.
it out.
I did have out. I agree with both of y'all.
Oh,
Some of the shit.
I be high sometimes. Don't listen to me.
Yeah, for real. You already
I be
know.
high all the time,
You
and
know
I
that.
agree with
You know me.
y'all sound logical to me, so I guess we might be
You know
fucking
me.
up.
You know we did one before
It's
this.
50-50. Fuck it.
But this.
But yeah, we gotta actually get to the business.
Yeah, I was just thinking. We came. We was just talking. We smoked one before. We all a little bit.
Yeah.
Faded. We in here sitting with our man Michael Deangelo in his
It
crib.
was good.
You know what I'm saying? He welcomed us in his home. Appreciate that love.
Nah, it's all love. It's all good. I appreciate y'all for coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, though. Let me whatever you feel like saying.
I be making music and shit.
Yeah. Straight like that.
Yeah.
Straight like that.
I do a whole bunch of other shit too, but
Yeah, man. Get into. I wanna hear about all of it.
the whole kit and caboodle.
Man, I want to hear about all of it.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
yeah,
Look,
yeah.
everybody.
Whatever
Like I said,
Whatever you feel.
whatever you feel. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. I swear to you, I'm putting that shit as a graphic, bro.
But
I be making music and shit.
Man.
That might be the title.
I was about to say that got
might be the
something. That's
episode
the title. Yeah.
That's the episode title. I be making music
Making
and shit.
music and shit. Like,
Yeah, that's I fuck with that.
yeah.
I got nuggets like that all the time, so you should listen to my music. You feel me?
Look, plug
No
it.
shame
Plug
in
it.
my plugs.
Plug it.
Shameless plugs all day. No, but like first and foremost, I always listen to music. That's like I can't really go without that on a daily basis. I need like constant media. Like I can't really take too much quietness, you know what I mean? So like to fill that space, you know, it's mainly music. If I'm not listening, I'm writing it. But like I'm working on this project now that I'm gonna drop here soon, and that's pretty much what all my mental capacity has been going towards with recording and mixing and getting like the artwork together and everything. Cause it's always like a hustle, dog. Like everything like don't never line up. Like nothing never goes as planned, but you still gotta like keep pushing forward. I mean, to get shit settled. You know what I mean? If I'm not doing the music shit, I got like these little vlogs I be doing. Let me rephrase that. Not little vlogs. I got these vlogs I be doing.
Hey, you know,
on my
I've heard
Instagram
about the little shit.
Yeah, yeah.
The little in front of some shit.
It's like a subconscious like demeaning of what you're doing. I mean, like I feel like you should always be humble and whatnot, but you should never demean what you're doing. I'm confident in the art and craft that I make, so that's why I had to rephrase that. It's not little.
No, right.
The vlogs that I do. You know what I mean, I take my time with them bitches, but no, it's basically tapping in with like my followers and everything once a week. You really gotta say shit multiple times to people for them to actually do something. You know, for them to listen to what you're saying or to get familiar with what you're trying to push. So for them to see my face and just like them getting acquainted with my personality, because I know it's like different than other rappers in my space or other artists in general. So just to push that, I do the vlogs. I started doing these Instagram story shit too, which like I think is like the wettest thing on the planet, to be 1,000 with you. I take my time most of those. Yeah. So you know you've seen the Instagram stories, and I feel like most rappers like, and that's not to discount nobody, but I feel like most people in general, it's like them listening to a song in their car, or they smoking, or you know what I'm saying, they at like some party with their friends, spinning around, showing the shit, or they at some concert and the shit is hella blown out and I can't hear it anyway. And I was on YouTube and I fell into like one of the fucking YouTube wormholes, and this dude was doing like sideways videos. Like he took his camera and turned it sideways and shit, and he was using that to make like essentially movies for his Instagram stories that would only last for like a day. And I thought that shit was crazy. I was like, I'm not putting all that effort into something that's only gonna last 24 hours. So I forgot about that shit. And then I went on about my business, and then hella months later I came across this other nigga. I wish I could remember his name right now, but I'm high. But it's beside the point. He had this other dude on his page who I think his name was Alan Plander or some shit like that. And he was doing the same thing that the dude before was doing, but he was doing it with like pictures and video and like different effects, and his pictures were hella dope too. And I was like, you know what? Like I should try that shit. I got this camera, it's just sitting here. So I went to my boy Lee, shout out to Lee, Leroy the Innovator. I went to one of his shows and I shot some shit. Shit turned out wet. I edited it together. I don't think that might have been the first one I'd done. I had maybe tested out before, but I wasn't confident until I had done that one. And ever since then, like every time like I'm shooting this movie right now, every time I shoot like something significant for the movie or going to the studio or something. That one was the first one I did actually with my cousin Rio. Was
shout out to Rio.
Shout out to Rio. It's my camera nigga right there. We actually shot the first Instagram story. The second one was Lee's, but I perfected the craft. Like I've done like 8 of them hoes now, and it's like too legit to quit, to be thou with you. But that's really like as far as like the music goes and like the vlogs and shit I be shooting. That's all on my Instagram.
What's the Instagram? How can they find you?
Let me know. We're gonna have a graphic right here at the bottom.
We're gonna have a graphic. Michael Deangelo Music.
There you go.
I'm saying Michael is the most common name on the planet. You can't spell it wrong. Deangelo, Deangelo, and then music, because that's what I make and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that shit is something you should definitely check out. There's an email list for codegangmusic.com. That's my website that I run. That you can like tap in with all the different stuff that I be doing on like the regular.
Yeah. How did you get into making music?
How did I get into making music?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, everyone loves music. Music is like very universal. But just like, I would say more so, not how did you get into it, but at what point was it like, this is what I'm doing only, you know what I'm saying?
Like taking it serious?
Yeah. even with the vlogs, even with your vlogs and everything, like I'm sure they probably came steps at a time. You know what I'm saying? Where
Also,
I'm like, this
taking it serious.
yeah, where like this is what I'm doing,
once
and
the
I'm
moment
putting
it was just like,
time,
yeah.
thought.
Oh, niggas trying to get deep.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I've been doing music for a minute, to be a thou with you. Like, you talk to my mom's, like, I think I made like a song out of my colors when I came from like preschool one day. But like, I rapped in high school, like I battled, like freestyle, battle and shit. That's really whatever. I kind of sucked my first couple songs. But like, I was always like rapping and shit, and I had like a job and a whole bunch of other shit. Taking it serious, my nigga, like to the point where I'm at now, because I feel like I have progressed, is Winter 16.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to say like Winter 16. Maybe even like the new year, like 17 and shit. Cause I think that's when I dropped my project, was that summer, the grooviest. And like mentally, like, and emotionally, I was like all over the place. Like Winter 16 and the beginning of 17. And like I was depressed and I didn't really feel like pushing like shit. But like when the new year hit, like I was still in my mood or whatnot, but I tried to push past that. I had like these little collections of songs. I had dropped a song like Henny. It was actually doing numbers and shit, and like the video was cool. And like on my SoundCloud, that shit was going crazy, fam. Like the shit was like beyond like what I had imagined, off like a song that also like had stemmed from like depression. So I wasn't understanding, but I was like, okay, I feel it. So I knew I had to push like a project together. I had met up with like this dude who I really don't feel like giving no like shine to, but this like promoter who could help me get connections to push the project and shit. And so I came up with the grooviest like February that year. Was pushing through the depression, trying to finish the songs. I had to like, I think that shit had like maybe 10 on there. I don't remember at the top, but like I had to push through, write them bitches, get them recorded with my nigga Plizzy at All Bay Studios. And I rapped that shit, and once it came out, like, I'm fast forwarding through shit. In between there, I did the song with like Tracks a Million, Who's Next, and that's when I was like, okay, I could really do something with that. I pushed this shit to the source, and that shit got. And I know the source isn't where it was at, like in the '90s or whatever, but to me that was like the shit, cause like I was like, I got some shit on the source. Like I sent that shit to my mom's and shit. So to push that and to be on there with the Who's Got Next, with produced by Tracks a Million, that was cool. And that just gave my entire project, which ended up coming out in like June, a lot more light. I dropped that shit on SoundCloud. It got numbers that I was happy with, like I appreciated and shit. And that made me be like, okay, once I can get out of my own head and push forward and like try to take all that negative energy that I was feeling and push it towards something positive. That's when it just started steamrolling into, I wrote a script for a film that I'm shooting now with the director, Adrian, he goes by 25A Films. I started getting the concept for the vlogs and shit. And then like I fucked up a couple times, and then I did a giveaway and niggas liked that shit. And then I just ran with that, and I wasn't consistent, but every time I posted video, like, bitches was sending hard eyes under my photo, and like niggas was just like, oh, I love that shit. And then when I would link up with people in like real life or whatever, not on the internet, some shit that niggas should do. They would give me like love of like, oh bro, that video was hella funny, and that shit that you said that one time, like I did this shit about passion, like finding your passion, and like hella niggas like told me how that affected them and shit. So I really tried to make sure I stayed consistent with the material that I was putting out. So to answer your question, yeah, like Winter 16, I started really taking the shit seriously, and I saw the progression and what I wanted to do. And creatively, I like exploded. Like I got shit out the wazoo, cause like you don't even know. And like once shit touches down, like it's gonna be wild.
Yeah, that's love. That's love.
Yeah. I mean, you already know. I support. I heard your project.
Yeah.
I support it. I fuck with
Thank
it.
you for that. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
I pulled up on you with a shirt too, and that was love for you doing that. It's shit like that.
And I came to the show.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was so damn packed. That shit was so packed. I'm like, boy, I came out to work. I was like, I caught like the tail end of that shit. Like that shit was packed, dog.
No fake shit.
Like,
Rocking with Deangelo. That's love for shit like that. Is like I said, is what pushes me to keep.
Hell yeah. It's like, bro, you know, I'm straightforward. I'm honest. Like I don't care. Motherfuckers get mad at me when I tell them straight up what it is. Like I ain't gonna I'm not gonna support something. I'm not gonna sit here and allow you to look crazy and me be your friend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you
like,
shouldn't, because then, are you my friend, nigga?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
true,
So I would tell you if your shit was trash.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, no, just on
You know what I'm saying?
just giving a band.
Like, bro, I don't know if this the lifestyle for you. Like, I mean, State Farm hire. Jake need a partner out there in them streets. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that. It's
And
just
you'll
like,
keep
bro,
it a band with him if you think it's really solid as well.
Yeah,
You know
that
what
and the
I'm
fact that you did the song, like you said, with Tracks a Million. Because I'm pretty sure it's just like, yeah, you know, some producers and people and that shit, they do shit for money sometimes. But it's like, oh, I'm pretty sure they're not going to put their name out there. You know what I'm saying? Have this shit out there like that for somebody that's not good. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can see where you started at in your progression and how you starting to work with people that's in the shit. Nigga, motherfuckers get a song with Tracks a Million, and it's like you get a song with another good producer, then you get a song with another good producer, then it's like niggas be gone, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I noticed, you know what I'm saying? It's like, at least out here, it's like, as long as I've been out here and I've been seeing like motherfuckers be new niggas.
Because you've seen something. You've seen
you know what
some
I'm saying?
lines. You've seen
I
some
mean, I
lines.
don't be knowing niggas personally, just like I'm into music. You know what I'm saying? I'm really
But
into
yeah.
music, and
Yeah.
I still like I do that old nigga shit too. Like I read the credits, I do all that shit. Like I do all that shit still.
I don't think that's old nigga shit. I think that's like when you really
I think
care
that's
about the
music head
artwork.
shit, yeah.
True.
Like
I'm
if I
saying
really like a
it's
piece of art, I'm gonna
perspective.
stare at that bitch until I understand.
It's
all
all
the
perspective though.
nitty-gritty. Yeah,
I mean, motherfuckers that's like they care about the shit but don't understand it like way.
Yeah.
They'll say old nigga shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you're saying. Yeah.
So it's but yeah, it's just like shit like that, bro. It's like you notice when motherfuckers do that shit. And it's like that shit be kind of dope, dog. Like it be kind of dope that motherfuckers
Man, that's super dope,
have that
man.
kind of wave, and then
That's
it's like,
super
nigga,
tight.
that's just something for you to think about. It's just like, bro, you on your way, bro. Like you know what I'm saying?
I'm trying
super
to be.
tight.
I'm
Yeah,
trying
you
to
can
be.
You ain't no trying to. Just take the trying out your shit. Just say I'm on my way.
Yeah, for real.
That's it.
You gotta speak it like that. You
Most
speak
definitely.
all that
Speak
into
into
existence.
existence,
Yeah,
yeah.
you already know. Speak everything
No, I mean
into
you are on your
existence.
way. You making music. You making a movie. You're on your way, and you ain't gotta say you trying or none of that shit. What's the point of putting the
Because
extra
you're doing
adjectives?
it. You're doing
You
it.
on your way. You doing the shit right now.
Most
Yeah.
definitely. Most
So
definitely.
ain't no trying to.
And to me, it's like you're saying, watching it and seeing the span of time go, it's like, even if I'm not necessarily a part of their grind, you know what I'm saying, I still, like, I don't know, I feel like, I feel like I'm appreciative of them, of their ascension as well, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I remember from this point to this point, I'm just like, maybe not appreciative of, I'm happy. I'm just genuinely be happy for Cass, like, I'm glad to see the progression.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to see progression. I'm glad that you stood with that. You know what I'm saying? You believed in yourself with that. You know what I'm saying? And you continue to go towards that.
Thank y'all. First off, thank y'all for
Man.
experiencing this with us.
Expand
To,
this
podcast. Get
Boy,
this
it's been a
cleaned up.
nice
A whole lot of
it's been a
game.
smooth little vibe.
All right, make sure y'all check out Cold Game. Make sure y'all check out my nigga.
CodeGameMusic.com.
You know what I mean? There you go. Let them know. Let them know.
CodeGameMusic.com. The Instagram is Michael Deangelo Music. The YouTube is Deangelo Verse. I got like a whole bunch of shit popping up on there. Follow me on Spotify and iTunes. It's Michael Deangelo. SMXG is my project. I have the date, but I don't feel like giving the date. But it's coming before the end of May. So just make sure you follow me on Spotify and iTunes so you can be linked in and tapped in with the situation.
Yeah.
And there you have it.
Hey, subscribe to the podcast too on YouTube. Subscribe, tell your friends. Subscribe on iTunes, everywhere you get the podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Everywhere.
Follow the podcast on Instagram and Twitter. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
sir.
Show love, holla at us, man. We want to talk to y'all.
Yes, sir. And I'm Country K.
And Jay the people.
Shit, I'm Michael Deangelo, bro.
Hey,
And
that's what
peace.
it is.